Can we just check on the team news first of all? Any fresh injuries affecting this weekend, and is Kenny Tetty going to be available?
No fresh injuries. Kenny won't be available this weekend. It's still too early for Kenny. He's moving in the right way in terms of where he is, but still a little bit too early. Only really been in training now for 4 or 5 days. Other than that, full squad. Everyone else is fit.
How hard, Scott, is it going to be to change a winning team and a winning captain after Leicester?
Well, yeah, I think, as always, I always say, in terms of team selection, I pick the best team that I feel can have an effect on the game and get points from the game and try and win the game, really. So that's going to be no different. But I think you're right in saying, of course, when you have a winning team and the team has got a good result, they put themselves in a position. But like I said, I've got a squad of players here, and the schedule was coming up and how many games we're playing. You're still not writing off the fact that obviously I'll pick the best team I feel can win the game.
Joachim Andersen was the captain last weekend. Was it a coincidence that you won with him in the armband? And is he the captain again if Kenny is on the pitch or Mitrovic? I mean, what's happening with the captaincy?
Not really thought about it, to be honest with you, in that sense. I've not really gone into great lengths to think about it. Joachim was the captain against Leicester because other players, obviously the ones you mentioned, wasn't on the pitch, and he's done a fantastic job. But regarding your question, I've not really thought to it really. So at this moment in time, my main focus and concentration is putting a team together, preparing, which is going to be a very tough game come the weekend. So that's been the main thought.
You beat Leicester, Scott, with 32% possession. Would it need something similar, do you think, to repeat that at City? How do you see this one mapping out?
Yeah, probably. I can't imagine we're going to be going there dominating possession. Certainly, large parts of the teams will go and play against Man City. That's the case. So, is that to say you can't get a result against them without that? I think we proved that against Leicester, and teams have proved that this year. What have gone there? So, look, there's no denying this is arguably one of our toughest fixtures of this year. And I think any team sitting in the Premier League, whether you're at the top, whether you're down near the bottom, will be saying the same thing. So, disciplined, and we're going to need to be at our best to obviously try and get a result there.
What do you think, though, that Leicester win has done for morale, though, Scott?
It's done a lot, of course. I do always harp on, or I often say to you guys that this season we need to keep morale, we need to keep spirit high, and that has been the case. Albeit that we haven't won many games, that has been the case. But in saying that, I think you're right. When you do get a positive result against a very tough team, I think I said that after the game. I don't think anyone expected us to go and get a result, and we went and got a result and played extremely well. So with that brings an extra bit of confidence, an extra bit of belief, and that helps along the way. So big result for us on Monday and something to build on, and not just to build on come Saturday against Man City or the next game against Liverpool for the remainder of the season, really.
Fulham's recent games with City, Scott, haven't been pretty. I think the last 5 games, you've not scored in all football, and they've scored 16. Can you get something on the weekend?
Well, it's going to be tough, and I think them numbers, what you just said there, suggests that, and I think them numbers will be for a lot of teams what played against City over the last 3, 4, 5 years, because they're an extremely good team. So yeah, of course, I think we all realise how hard it's going to be. But in saying that, I still believe that you go there with the right frame of mind. Along the way, you build your moments. You can try and get a result there. So positive about it. We're also being realistic and understand it's going to be a tough ask.
A couple of non-Fulham questions just to finish. We're asking all the managers. Ronaldo, 750 goals up last night. You must remember a few in games where he's played against you. Any stick in the mind?
Yeah, I mean, none stick in the mind, but I think that's just, not got a great memory back then. But in terms of him and what he is, his goals, I think he'll go down as one of the greats certainly in our generation, and past that as well. So an unbelievable football player who, I don't know Cristiano Ronaldo personally, but what I do know in terms of, or my perception of him, is someone who is dedicated to his craft, who has done everything in his power to become one of the legends of the game, really. So rightly so, and everything what you see, the numbers he's pumped out over the last however many years when he was part of this Premier League, he's a truly fantastic football player.
And just finally, Scott, the concussion debate after the Raul Jimenez and David Luiz clash last weekend. What have you made of it? I mean, do you support concussion subs? Should Luiz have played on, after a clash like that? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yes, it's a tough one. The real detail in it, I'm not too sure. I think maybe, I think concussion subs could be a good option. Gives medical teams and certainly the whole thing a little bit of time to breathe, knowing that they can come on. So I know they obviously do that in rugby. So yeah, I do think that maybe that is an area to look at. As always, these things have been highlighted, and they're looking to try and work out the best scenario, and I think that's the best thing what comes of it. So there's a lot of things in place, or certainly been spoke about in place. So let's see what happens.
Thanks so much, Scott. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. If you wouldn't mind going on mute, please, and we'll move over to Faye Carruthers' Premier League production.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Faye. How are you? Right?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Great win for you last week, especially after what we talked about. You said that the team was very, very close to clicking. Did you feel as if you saw them click against Leicester?
Yeah, I'm not sure about click, because I think we've had a lot of games this year where that has been the case, all around 90 minutes. Probably not. Maybe take West Brom into that, where I thought it was exceptional on the night. But I thought the other day was just a real good professional performance in what was a very, very tough game, and managed to get a result in the Premier League away from home against a side. I think if they would have won, they would have gone top on the night. So yeah, pleased overall with that, and that was pleasing from Monday night.
Is there any fear factor going into this match against Manchester City? You just mentioned those stats there, but surely that match against Manchester would have given you some big confidence.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely no fear. 100% no fear. It's a game that we're looking forward to, and I think we understand the challenges that we're going to face against Man City, and whatever person you're interviewing in terms of leading into a game, we have to play Man City, the top of the table clashes, or teams are at the top of the table, teams at the bottom. I think they're all saying the same thing. So it shows the quality what they have and the task ahead whenever you go and play them. But at the same time, excited to go up against them. And let's see, this is football. In football, you prepare right, you do it the right way. Along the way, you ride your luck a little bit, and also you show your quality at times. You never know. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll give them a good game.
Just finally, you talked about the penalties and how much hard work you've been putting on in practice at the minute. How pleased are you not to have to talk about that again for the first week in a while?
Yeah, I'm pleased, to be honest with you. It was pleasing, because there's no doubt over the last few weeks it has been a bit of an issue for us, because like I said, hide away that you miss penalties like we did, what cost us a lot of points, which it has. That there was obviously there's something there, and ongoing process, really try and keep ticking as many boxes, like I said, keep working on it, and hope that the hard work you're putting in and what the players are putting in and the process or in place will pay off. And yeah, it was pleasing for that one to be at the back of the net.
Brilliant. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Cheers.